Dear heart, in the quiet corners of the soul, we often find ourselves tangled in webs of thoughts that rise like smoke and settle like dust on every good thing we aim to do. Negative thinking does not always come roaring. Sometimes it whispers subtle and sly, making its home in the soft spaces of our minds. These thoughts weigh heavy, leaving shadows where light should pour in. And so we stand today, determined to clear the clutter and rise anew. We open the doors of our spirits and raise a prayer, not just any prayer, but a living, breathing declaration. A prayer against every dark corner, every creeping doubt, every self-imposed limitation. We gather strength like an army, gathers its soldiers knowing that the battle of the mind is fierce, but it is not insurmountable. We begin with the sacred recognition that we are not alone in this fight. No negative thought has the power to overtake the spirit that is fortified by faith and love. Every worry, every whisper of fear, every lie that says, "You are not enough." We name them, we bring them into the light. And we release them, for in the releasing there is power, in the naming there is healing. I pray now for every mind burdened by patterns of self-doubt. May the grip of past failures loosen and fall away. May the heavy chains of guilt be shattered like fragile glass under the weight of mercy and grace. Every voice that told you were unworthy, mute them now with the voice of truth that sings. You are chosen, you are precious, you are made for more. We pray against the negative narratives that replay like broken records, trapping the mind in endless loops of defeat. Let fresh winds blow through every thought pattern, sweeping out the old and bringing in the new. We pray for clarity, a divine clarity that pierces through confusion and guides the heart to peace. No longer shall the mind be a battlefield where doubt reigns. Instead, let it be a garden where seeds of hope, faith, and love are planted and nurtured to bloom. We lift a prayer for strength, the kind of strength that stands tall even when the weight of the world tries to bend the spine. Strength to face each day with courage, to look in the mirror and see the reflection of someone worthy, capable, and beloved. We reject every negative word spoken over our lives and replace it with affirmations of worth, of value, of endless potential. We pray against fear, fear that paralyzes, that whispers of all the things that could go wrong, that keeps dreams small and hearts closed. Let fear be cast out like an unwelcome guest. In its place, let boldness rise. Let the fire of courage ignite every hidden dream, every silent hope. We are not called to shrink back, but to stand firm, to rise, to overcome. We speak over anxiety, those restless nights, those racing thoughts, those moments when the heart pounds and the breath shortens. We pray for calmness to wrap around every anxious heart, like a soft blanket. Let peace flood the mind, stilling every storm, quieting every wave. In the quiet, may joy return. In the stillness, may laughter find its way back home. For those battling feelings of worthlessness, we pray for a revelation, a deep, undeniable knowing of their intrinsic value. You are more than the mistakes of your past, more than the voices that tried to diminish your worth. You are a masterpiece, wonderfully made, destined for greatness. We pray for the breaking of every mental stronghold that keeps one tethered to cycles of negativity. Let the walls come down. Let freedom rush in. No longer bound by the limits of past thinking, we rise to new heights. We dream new dreams. We walk new paths. We call forth joy, the kind of joy that bubbles up from deep within, untouched by circumstances, unshaken by trial. Joy that becomes a weapon, a light in the darkness, a song in the night. We pray that this joy would overflow, touching every corner of your life and spilling out to bless others. We pray for the gift of gratitude, an attitude that shifts perspectives, that sees blessings in every trial and lessons in every hardship. Gratitude that turns what we have into enough and more. Gratitude that lifts the spirit and brings light to the eye. We pray for resilience, the ability to bend but not break, to stumble but not fall, to be pressed but not crushed. Let every setback become a setup for a comeback. Let every failure be a stepping stone to success. We are not defined by our struggles but by how we rise above them. We lift a prayer for renewal, a fresh start, a clean slate, a new day filled with endless possibilities. Let old wounds heal, old regrets fade, and old chains break. May this be a season of new beginnings, of fresh hope, of bright tomorrow. And in all these prayers, we anchor ourselves in love. Love that casts out fear, love that heals, love that restores, love that reminds us we are never alone, never forgotten, never forsaken. Love that holds us when we are weary. lifts us when we are down, and carries us when we cannot walk on our own. So today we pray boldly, and without ceasing. We declare an end to negative thinking and a beginning of positive, life-giving thought. We align our minds with truth, our hearts with hope, and our spirits with peace. And we walk forward head high, heart open, spirit strong, into the beautiful life that awaits.